Hey everybody, what's happening? I'm Laz. This is a midday update. I'm going to keep it brief, so let's hop right into it. We're going to look at the S&Ps here via the SPYs. You can see we had that thrashing of a trade last week. We saw some lows down here yesterday around 131. Looks like the market's trying to bounce a little. Again, we've had a big move in a very short amount of time. We have an open gap from last week into this week, so it looks like the market right here is flirting with yesterday's highs. Definitely not very impulsive to the upside, but again trying to retrace or consolidate down here. We take a look at a 60-minute chart, get a better view here, a little more detail. Again, we made lows yesterday. We retested that 131 level. Let's mark that off here today, and now starting to turn back up. So a little bit of a short-term low put in here, and we'll probably see some sort of ABC correction that's, maybe up, down, up, something like that, maybe possibly fill this gap over the next day or two. So I would be very careful, about shorting the market right here, as it looks like we're trying to press up and get into this gap from last week into this week. So right now I think it's more of a hands-off approach. There are a very, very mixed bag of stocks out there. I'll just give you an example. A lot of traders today looking at Apple. Apple starting to decay a little bit on its daily chart. You're not seeing that same buying enthusiasm. And if we do take out this pivot right here around 567, there is room to go lower. So a lot of eyeballs there. As far as today goes, let's look at a more intraday chart. Again, we saw some selling yesterday. We're sitting at that 570 mark. Really no enthusiasm here. Not seeing buyers step in, but you're not seeing lower lows essentially here. We do have a few hours left in the day, and I am going to keep a very close watch on the stock, as it is one of the weaker symbols on the board right now. S&Ps are up about 7 or 8 handles. Apple negative on the day, so not really showing that relative strength. So there could be a trade looming in there. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Apple is definitely, commands a lot of attention. As far as some other stocks, again, it is a very interesting market because you do have a handful of stronger symbols. Here's Whole Foods, WFM. Again, daily chart just sitting, flirting with trying to break, the highs around 97. A trade to keep an eye on there to the long side. So, depending on what you're looking at, it is it's very much a stock picker's delight right now. There are, like I said, a handful of good-looking charts that have the potential to go higher. And there are some charts that definitely look like they want lower prices. So pick and choose your battles wisely right now. I think less is more. Market put in a big move in a very short amount of time. Usually when you see that expansion, you get a couple days of contraction. So I suspect we're going to see this hard money trade possibly into the end of the week. A lot of back and forth. Usually see breakouts fail on days like that, or breakdowns fail. So that's really what I'm doing here. I'm sort of keeping it very, very tight today. I am watching, like I said, a few key symbols for trades. We talked about this PCYC this morning on the VTF. PCYC, little mean reversion type of strategy. Stock stretching off the 21 EMA. A lot of traders were looking at this from the short side today for a pullback, and we saw that setup happen early in the day. A couple of topping tails. And now we're, starting to work its way lower here. So, again, it is a very tactical stock picker's trade. I'm going to keep reiterating the same points. Manage your expectations as far as what you're looking for. Day trading right now, to me, is still the path of least resistance, and probably will be for some time until something, changes. As always, I'm Laz. Have a great day trading, and I will speak to you later.